everybody on YouTube. So today I just wanted to talk to you about some recent additions to my collection that I just needed an excuse to talk about them, and I'm really excited about each of them. I've been really wanting some fresh perfumes that really will take me into summer and just be ones that I'll want to reach for a lot. The first one I want to talk to you guys about is one that at first I did not like, and this would be Kayali Citrus 08. I'd heard good things about this, and I was like, let's do it, let's take the plunge. But this one, when I first got it, it just smelled very lemony, and then I read reviews because I wanted to see other people's opinions, and a lot of people said it smelled like dish detergent and just all of these things. And I kind of agreed, it kind of did. And it still kind of does, I still smell that. Now that some air has gone into it, now that I've used it more, I found with all of the Kayalis and with lots of perfumes in general that when I first open them up, when I first use them, I might not really care for them a lot, and maybe the scent isn't where I want it to be, and also maybe the lasting power isn't where I want it to be. But then after a week, after I've got some use out of them and the air has gotten into the bottle and let them macerate a little bit, it lets them really breathe and deepen and get really pretty. And with this one, that's how I kind of have felt about it. I really, really love it now. I get that kind of zingy lemon, but there's also kind of this tangy rose that's finally coming through. And that's the thing that I was really excited about with this, is that it would be kind of a fresh citrus that also had a prominent rose scent. And specifically a fresh rose. I love rose. Rose is my favorite flower. I think it's so magical. I love how different it can smell from fragrance to fragrance. I love that you can have those deep, rich, jammy roses, or those ones that are those rose scents that are really deep and dark and almost kind of gothic. And anyway, in this one, I just think it adds this kind of tang that makes it a little bit more pretty and elevates it beyond just smelling like a boring lemon scent. So far, what I've used this for is layering with the scent I'm about to show you guys. Okay, the next one I want to talk about to you guys is one that I just have been dying to finally talk about. It's one I've wanted in my collection for such a long time, and for the longest time I was like, no way, I can't do that. I can't spend that much on a fragrance. But I've just been thinking about it so much, and it was on sale on Fragrance Buy for a really great price, for the same price you could get a fancy designer perfume. I was able to get this for that kind of price. And that is gonna be Ylang in Gold by M.Micallef. Look at that bottle, you guys. It's so pretty. Oh my God. This perfume is just so nice. It's such a sexy, pretty perfume for spring and summer, especially summer. To me, how I would describe it, it's a very smooth, slightly creamy, tropical vanilla musk. That's kind of the vibe I get from it. It smells classy as well. It isn't a trashy sunscreen scent, which I love. I love me a good sunscreen scent, especially as somebody that never gets to go to the beach. I find sunscreen is an intoxicating smell, even though a lot of people, it's kind of become out of vogue these days. There is coconut in this, but it isn't super strong, and it's not super... I feel some coconut scents can just be really boring and generic smelling. And this one really does kind of smell like its own thing. But it is still sexy, beachy, tropical. You know, a lot of people said this was almost gourmand smelling, that it was kind of smelled like custard. I did not feel that way when I first got this, and I still don't. I would say now the longer I've had it and used it and whatnot, like I've definitely got more of the creaminess and sweetness. But I don't think it is actually that sweet. I think it's it's not an in-your-face kind of scent. This is one that I'll spray like 10 sprays or more. It is definitely more of an oversprayer one if you really want to be able to smell it all day. I found that even when I did do just like 5 or 6 sprays, I was able to get compliments all the way to the end of my shift at work. I could not smell it at all, and I was like, oh my god, what are they even smelling? But I did have like a girl tell me I smelled good, so that felt really nice. And this one's really great to spray in your hair. It lasts forever on hair, forever on your clothes, and it's just like on the skin, even though it's just this really sexy, like sweet skin vibe it gives you. I'm kind of feeling more positive about perfumes that are a little bit more understated, because I think there is a time and place for that, and I think it gives them an aura of like you're not trying too hard, and there's like something about that that in itself is kind of like sexy and beautiful. And also now I just have so many perfumes that I just feel like I kind of just am into embracing the whole idea of overspraying. Like if you have something that isn't that strong and the lasting power isn't great, you can just overspray it and you're still gonna have it for a while. I mean, perfumes, it takes a long time to get through them. Still have I've never even gotten through a full 100 ounce. Is it 100 ounce? I literally like just got through one that was 50 milliliters. And even that took forever. And that was like one of my favorite perfumes. That I'm pretty happy with this purchase. I think this is a gorgeous scent, and I am really excited to wear it over summer and spring, because I just feel like it's never gonna be one that I can go wrong with. But I would say this is very hyped up. And while I do think it is a really gorgeous fragrance, I would say that before you blind buy it, I would try to get your nose on it first. When it comes to like really pretty vanilla scents that are like niche, I think this one's really great. But then there's some others that I kind of think I might like more. Like, for example, Xerjoff Lyra. I sampled that one recently, and it's so fucking stunning. And that's definitely one I want to get in my collection eventually. I don't want to say just yet that I love it more, because it is a little bit more rich. And I think this is great for the time we're in, because this is not going to choke you out. It has an airiness to it, even though it is also still really creamy and smooth. Yeah, I don't know. This is one that it's still new to my collection, so I'm going to continue wearing it, and we'll see how my thoughts on it evolve. But I think it's really gorgeous, and I'm super excited to wear it this summer. And then last but not least is one that I got today that's been on my list for a while. I've been dying to get another Chanel, and I finally bit the bullet and did it today. I've wanted one that would be a great Chanel for like spring, summer. And to me, this scent is the ultimate spring, summer, fresh, clean, floral scent. Like, I just think it's the most elegant, kind of low effort. Like, you're not, again, this is another one of those ones where you're not trying too hard. It's not even necessarily sexy. It's just really pretty, effortless and elegant. It is Chanel Chance Au Tendre. Okay, so this is the Eau de Parfum. I love these bottles. This is one that when I first smelled it, I had gotten a sample from Macy's, and I did not like it. I thought it was so boring. that I even like gave the sample bottle to my friend because I just didn't care about it. And it was right when I started getting into perfumes. That was when I got on my kick where like I wanted all like the 90s clubbing fragrances that were really sweet and strong and just like interesting, like Hypnotic Poison, Alien, Angel, Gucci Rush. That was kind of the mindset I was in, or the mindset of like sexy gourmands. Since then, however, like I've just been craving one that's really like understated, fresh, fruity, floral, like all of those things that I haven't really always been drawn to. Like I'm kind of, now I am drawn to it, and I need that like juxtaposition to the other perfumes. I got the Eau de Parfum because that's the one I'm the most familiar with, and it is supposed to last longer, and it also does have those notes of rose and jasmine, and I love rose and I love jasmine, and I am wearing it right now. But I would like to top it up as I kind of let you know my thoughts on it and describe the scent for you. So I'm gonna, oh, the sprayer on this is everything. It's so good. And you know, like Chanel and their caps, they always have that beautiful, satisfying click. Anyway, this scent is so like, it's very shampoo-y, okay? It's really interesting to me too, because I feel like a lot of modern Chanel fragrances, they make me think of how Chanel number 5 was all about the aldehydes. It was a soapy, clean fragrance. And now it's not as popular, it's very heavy. And the aldehydes, that's not really what soap smells like anymore, you know? Like, or at least the ones used in that. That's not kind of what we, in the time we're living in, associate with like clean whatever. I would say this is kind of the modern take on that, in that this does smell very soapy and clean and shampoo-y, but it's kind of the way those smell now. So it's a little bit more like just like really beautiful, clean florals. The flowers in this are so photorealistic and just fresh and sparkling. This is a very sparkling scent. There's a little bit of a zing from the citrus that's very light though still. It's nothing too crazy. And it's just so pretty. I love it so much. To me, I feel like this is like the kind of girl this smells like is a girl who's like very, she's a good girl. This is the pastor's daughter in a bottle. And I kind of, I don't know, there's something about that that I just like, it feels good. Sometimes I want to feel like clean and good and pure, and that sounds weird, but there are like even articles talking about how like in American culture, a big popular kind of scent is that kind of clean, fresh scent. And they've kind of talked about how it relates to like American Puritanism and like all these different things. It's really interesting because then you'll see other countries that maybe their perfumes have more animalic, kind of dirty aspects or heavier aspects. And that's not really necessarily what's in vogue right now here in America. Even though I like all of those things too, but sometimes it's also nice to just like smell like a Midwestern Christian soccer mom, you know? Sometimes I want that for me. And yeah, this perfume is the shit. I love it. I love Chanel, and I'm just in a good mood. I'm so happy right now, you guys. But yeah, this is just a really beautiful, versatile, elegant perfume, and I'm super excited to get some wear out of it this year. Those are kinds of the new perfumes I've added to my collection, and ones I'm just so excited for and that I've wanted for a really long time. What's something that you are excited to wear this spring and summer? I definitely would like to hear that, because I'm super just excited about those kinds of scents, because those are the kinds of scents I've never really been into, and now I'm kind of opening the doors to learning more about them. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching. Bye.